Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha. Dear viewers, it's been a lot of time since I've made any video on YouTube or posted any content on my website. So I would like to take this occasion to talk about a very important topic. Before that, I would like to just tell you all why we were not, quite active on social media, especially, of course, only YouTube during this time. The reason was that we were using this time to create a more sustainable future for our family, and at the same time use this time to do a digital detox at our family level, and also share with you the effects of this sort of a digital detox, how it helps us, etc. So to continue, today's topic is going to be on the Quad meeting that was hosted, that was actually scheduled and also conducted in the evening of 12th March 2021. This meeting was conducted at 7 p.m. IST, and I'm going to talk about the astrological significance of this meeting and how the day it was conducted, the time it was conducted, has serious significance for the event. It was conducted one day prior to the Amavasya, the new moon, and this tithi is known as the Krishna Chaturdashi. You could go to some website like dritpanchang.com, etc., and get the tithi of this particular date and the timing, etc. You will be surprised to find that the meeting was conducted exactly during the night of the Krishna Chaturdashi. The Krishna Chaturdashi is one day prior to the Amavasya, okay? And this particular event is basically not very good. It is extremely inauspicious for activities that are touted to be for global good. Especially this meeting was touted by the media and even by the Prime Minister of India to be for the global good. But at the same time, I believe that astrologically, this particular event does not forebode good for the world, due to its time being in the late night of the Krishna Chaturdashi. What activities are forbidden in the Krishna Chaturdashi? The activities that are forbidden are any sort of thing that is intended to be for good. Any sort of thing that is supposed to be done to help people around. Any sort of thing that's supposed to be successful. Any sort of thing that is supposed to be, of course, in the good way. It is bad for such activities. Whereas it is good for poisoning, it is good for murdering, it is good for cheating, it's good for deceit, it is good for death and destruction, and all those negative, dark and shady activities. I wonder why such a high-level summit should be conducted during this time. I kept on pondering on this issue. It could be one of the two things. The first thing could be that these leaders have no idea of what Krishna Chaturdashi is. Of course, billions of people across the world know what Krishna Chaturdashi is and its effects. Even a villager in deep India will know about the Krishna Chaturdashi. If you ask an old person in some village in any part of India, or even in other parts of the world who are quite traditional even today, if you ask the elders of those parts of the world, they will easily tell you about the significance of this particular event, the negative significance. It is known as Rikta Krishna Chaturdashi, and even Lord Krishna, Sahadeva and the Pandavas in the Mahabharata have explained its astronomical significance. I still wonder why they have scheduled this event during this time. The second reason could be they're doing it on purpose, which is maybe most likely. So if they've really done it on purpose, the conscience of these leaders will prick them someday. Anyways, coming back to the present topic. These four countries, India, the United States, Japan and Australia, are quite significant for the Indo-Pacific. And according to many media sources, including the whole topic of it was about an array of issues, including countering China's political activity, which also is a sort of event that is for countering another force. Any event that is scheduled on a Krishna Chaturdashi for countering another force will turn out to be a defeat. The reason being, Lord Krishna has also clearly shown the importance of this in the Mahabharata. Duryodhana, when he was about to begin the war on the Mahabharata event, just a few days, just a few hours before the Mahabharata began, the declaration of war was being researched on. Duryodhana was trying to find the best time when he could start the war to cause immense damage to the Pandavas and to ensure his victory. That was his vision. Therefore, he had to consult a very good astrologer to get the right time to be able to defeat the Pandavas. When he asked Dronacharya on who could be the best choice for telling him about this, Dronacharya told that Sahadeva, one of the Pandavas he was going to fight against, would be very good as an option, as an astrologer, to predict which time would be the best for Duryodhana to win the war. Duryodhana was shocked. My goodness, why should I go and consult my enemy on the time when I will be successful, about the time when I will be successful to win a war against my own enemy? So why should I consult an astrologer who is my enemy, who I am going to wage a war against? Will he even tell me the right time? Whereas Dronacharya said, of course, he is a pure astrologer. He will tell you the right time, and there is no doubt about this. He will tell you the right time, and he will not be prejudiced just because he is your enemy. He will even tell you the right time that is favorable for you to win over him. And yes, Duryodhana went and consulted Sahadeva, and Sahadeva, one of the 5 great Pandavas, who was true to his words, true to his signs. He had just taken bath early in the morning and had come to do his Navagraha Puja. And that's when Duryodhana asked him this question: when will I, please give me the time when I can start the war to be successful against the Pandavas? Sahadeva started his calculation and told Duryodhana that the Amavasya, the new moon, is the perfect time to start something, a war in which you will be successful. Other things are not very good on the Amavasya, but starting a war is successful. And the Krishna Chaturdashi, which I'm talking about, is a time when everything becomes unsuccessful, including the declaration of a war or any significant event, significant global event. That time, Mahabharata was one of the biggest wars ever, with the utilization of big nuclear weapons and sonar weapons, and a lot of advanced technology we can't even dream of now was being utilized in that particular war. It was going around somewhere around 3000 BC. And coming back to the topic, this particular event was just about to happen, and Sahadeva told him to begin the war at the time of Amavasya. Lord Krishna was then informed of this, that Sahadeva has given the right date and the right time to defeat the Pandavas. Lord Krishna, who is always the friend of those who do righteous activities, and in this case they were Pandavas who were doing righteous deeds and who were on the right side of the war, Lord Krishna decided to support them and told the Pandavas, please do not worry, I will take care of things. And he went to the river where they do the Tarpana and gave the water to the ancestors during the Krishna Chaturdashi. This is the wrong time for giving the water according to our Shastras. But Lord Krishna gave the Tarpana during this time. There are varieties of stories that come after this, but I would like to quote one of them that I have read in the Mahabharata and even in other scriptures and different allied treatises of the Mahabharata. And this particular version says that Lord Krishna offered the Tarpana there, and the sun and the moon came there to witness the Tarpana being offered at the wrong time, and immediately an Amavasya occurred. So Lord Krishna brought about a magical Amavasya during that time, and automatically he began the war. So it was an Amavasya, and the war began, and the Pandavas won, as we all know. The Amavasya was the secret behind success, and Krishna Chaturdashi was actually the reason, could have been the reason for the failure. So this Krishna Chaturdashi, being such a powerful event, should not have been chosen for such a very important meeting. And it's either going to result in defeat, or it's going to be for some dangerous purpose to humanity. Only poisoning, death, divorce, murder, all those separating activities, emptiness, etc. are successful during this time. Well, dear viewers, it's up to you in deciding what exactly, in thinking or trying to understand what exactly would have been meant by this event. But anyways, that's not in our hand. We can't tell the prime ministers and presidents of different countries to schedule meetings at appropriate astrological times for the benefit of humanity. All we can do is keep our own homes, our own families in a positive manner during these times. My suggestions according to the Vedic Shastras for all of you during this time would be that during the Krishna Chaturdashi, during any Amavasya, during an eclipse or any particular event that is supposed to be extremely filled with negative vibrations, we need to fill that event, that time, with positive vibrations. If we do it together, we can make a positive difference in this world. Such positive activities including praying during this time, thinking positive during this time, spreading awareness on positivity during this time, helping others come out of depression during this time, teaching children Bhagavad Gita and singing Bhagavad Gita. If you're from a different religion like Islam or Christianity, it doesn't matter, because God is not differentiated by religion. We just call him in different sweet names in different languages. You could teach your child Quran, you could sing the Quran if you're from Islam, you could sing any particular stotra if you're from different facts and parts of Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. The Vedic chanting is supposed to be of the highest order because it has wonderful syllables. But of course, if you're belonging to Christianity, you could also read out verses of Bible, and they are very good for you all. If you're part of Sikhism, you could read out the Gurbani or many other ancient wonderful treatises during this time. They're all filled with positivity and goodness. And once you do this, your home will be lit up beautifully. Light a lamp during this time and never forget to chant prayers. And there are a lot of more rituals, but keep it simple, start simple, and let's be positive together and fight all the negativity that comes across us. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Narasimha, Satyameva Jayate.